sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me.
Well, hello all my beautiful friends out there in YouTube land, and welcome back to the Homestead. It's been a long time since I've said that. It's been a long time since we made any videos. Well, I just wanted to bring you guys an update, maybe a quick walk around, to let you guys know that we are still here. We are still working towards our homesteading goals. There's just been not a lot happening. As you all know, right now is the worst time to try to build a house because prices are through the roof on everything. So the price to build went up, and so the need for me to work as much overtime as I could possibly get has gone up. And so I've been doing that. So I have not been doing much on the homestead here. I just thought I'd come give you a little panoramic of the beautiful St. Johns River, our backyard. Oh, this is such a blessing, so beautiful. But anyways, guys, we are going, we are still working towards our goals. We are getting closer. We have been making progress. We have been doing a few things here and there. I just really haven't had the time to make videos. So I'm gonna do this one today, give you a quick walk around here. Here's what we've done with the dock. If you remember when we bought this property, the pylons were left over, but the decking had been ripped off from Hurricane Irma about 4 or 5 years ago. And we've kind of found these sections of dock that were up in the woods, and they were still in good shape. So we've brought them out here, and we've just kind of laid them in place. I don't have them fastened down. I've got some 2x6s and 2x8s that were washed up in the yard. All pieces of other people's docks that we've that ended up in our backyard. So it's all marine grade wood, and it's all dock. It's just hodgepodge mismatch. So we put a couple of sections together out here, and then we've got a couple of 2x12s to get us out here, which isn't the safest thing, but you know, it's kind of fun, a little bouncy, but it's plenty sturdy. So there's our dock. Gets us out there, lets us enjoy the breezes in the water. The few of the things that we have been doing is just making sure all of this area down here has gotten well cleared out. We've done more clearing along the shoreline to, you know, really maximize and increase this beautiful view that we have. We've been doing a lot of clearing in here. As you can see, we've got the swing set and everything. It used to be sitting out here, and now we've cleared back some of this up underneath these trees. Really kind of created this oak hammock thing going on here. Move the trampoline back here. Got the kids, just the kids' little play station set up. And this is super nice, guys. This is so peaceful. Come out here, we catch a breeze. It's in the shade, even on the hot days. It's super nice under here. So this is one of the things we've been working on. I didn't shoot any footage of this stuff because, guys, literally, like, I get 1 day off a week, most weeks. And I just try to rest, you know, take that Sabbath day, rest, and just recoup, spend time with the family. Occasionally I'll get an extra day off here and there if I can't get some overtime. And on those days I come out and I work. That's kind of what today is right now. It's a regular weekday, and we had some issues going on with Catherine's Suburban. We had to go put that in the shop. I had to take the day off to work on the car. So I'm out here this afternoon trying to get a little work done. But what we've been doing is, you know, all that area over there was clear, but this area here was not. So we've been thinning and clearing this out, kind of expanding the area that is usable to us, and really just thinning out and creating this oak hammock. I love how these ferns grow. This is like tropical rainforest kind of thing. Here, let me zoom you out, let you get a better feel for it all. It's really just so nice. So we have selected a builder, we have a contract with him, and we have been working on our plans. That in itself, if you've ever drawn and designed your own house plans, you know what I'm talking about. That is just stressful and so many choices and decisions to make. I mean, because this is your forever home. This is our forever home. And it's got to be right, you know? So we went back and forth for probably like 2 months. You know, me and Catherine and the builder, and really fine-tuning those. Well, we've got those done, and they've been sent off to the engineer. But I don't know if it's like this all over the country, but in Florida, since our building industry is still just booming, as hot and heavy as it's ever been, it's like 4 to 5 months to get your engineering back. So we're about 3 weeks into that process. So we've got probably 4 more months before we get our engineering back, before we can actually get started building. And even then, when we get our engineering back, we still have to submit the plans for permitting, and I don't know how long that's going to take, and then we can start building. But me and Catherine have been out here. We have fine-tuned the location of our home, and it's basically going to be sitting right here, like I'm standing in the dead center. Like you walk in the front door, like right here, and that's going to be the back door right over there, and you're going to be looking out some big glass doors at the river. It's going to be so awesome. We're so excited, but it ain't cheap, and that's why I have just been getting every minute of overtime that I can at work. You see, we had to cut down a few more trees, actually some decent sized ones, but this one is in the house. But it was like leaning that way super far and was not healthy anyways, which that black post right here is going to be roughly where the back corner of the house is going to be. So that one had to go to build the house, but we wanted to save as many as possible. And so we've got all these trees right here that we still got. Oh, and right here, these pots right here, guys, I got some moringa tree seeds online, and we've planted. I had 9 pots, so I planted 9. I've got more seeds that I want to plant eventually. I don't know if you know anything about the moringa tree and the leaves, but it's like a superfood. It's so healthy for you. It's packed full of antioxidants and vitamins and minerals. And if you're not taking or eating or growing moringa, man, you should really look into that. But the rest of it is what it is. We've got our shipping containers are still there, still working, still doing good. A lot of people send me comments every once in a while, ask how the styrofoam insulation boards that I glued to the the shipping container are doing. They're doing great. They've stayed put. They haven't gone anywhere. Nothing's blown off. So I think, actually, I take that back. There was one panel on the side that came off. And I glued it back up, and it's been fine ever since. But if you think about it, that 3M, I think it was Black Max glue that we used, construction adhesive. I mean, I didn't wash the thing, I didn't clean it, I didn't sand it. I swept it, and that was about it. I swept off the roof, I swept off the sides, and then I just glued right to the dirt and the rust and everything, and it's held like a champ. What's up, buddy? What you guys doing? Yeah? Can I have my floor? Yeah, we can try to see if it cranks. So the question is, are we going to grow a garden this year? And the answer to that is, well, we're going to try. So I don't have any place to grow right now, but I do have 11 acres. Most of it, the rest of it is still like wooded, but not, I wouldn't call it wooded, but it's like really brushy. But I've got an idea of where I think I'm going to try to clear and grow. So as we head this way into these woods, and we're heading back towards the road, and we're heading away from the river, the ground level gets higher and higher. And one of the reasons I put the garden where it was A, it was close, but it was low, and I needed to build it up. And I wanted to do hugelkultur anyways, so that would have given me an opportunity to put in, and I had a ton of dead stuff all throughout these woods. So we piled up the dead wood, and we covered it up with some topsoil that we had brought in. And if you guys followed the video, you saw last year's garden. We got a little production out of it, not much. I think my topsoil that was brought in was not very close to the top and didn't have much nutrition in it. But when we come into the woods here, probably, I don't know, I'm probably 30 yards away from the clearing where the shipping containers are right there. Oh, these mosquitoes are bad out here. But if you remember, you've seen some of my other videos, we have this old house, this old little one-room shack that's sitting here in the woods, and it's obviously been here for probably 100 years. But you can tell this area through here used to be the backyard of this house. None of these trees are that old. Maybe that pine tree might be 15, 20 years old there. But the rest of these things are probably 15 years or less. And I'm thinking if I take all of these little trees down throughout here and take some more of these trees, these little trees out over here, and see all this stand of saplings. I mean, nothing, so many things are just, 3 inches in diameter and smaller. I can thin this out. I can use these sticks. I can use the trunks of these trees later on for projects of some kind. I mean, all of them are so straight. They look like most of them are sweet gum trees. So the wood will be good for using for things. And so I'll have a lot of lumber that I can stack up and let it start drying for future projects. They're perfect size for like fence posts if we're going to do like a fence around the garden. But this area in here, I cut down the trees and then I just, string trim everything down flat to the ground and then start tilling up where I can. I'm not going to worry about digging all of the roots out. I'm not going to worry about digging all the stumps and the roots out. I'm just going to kind of chew up the ground around them where I can, and then I'll just plant in here. But this is higher than most areas back that way. We really start going downhill as we get back to the water. Most of that, a lot of that area over there is considered wetlands, and it stays very moist. But this is just above the wetlands, and I think our moisture content is going to be good to grow in here. And with just a couple of days of work, 1 or 2 days, I can get all these trees cut down and moved out of the way, and then string trim all of the grass and vines down. And I can have a nice size area right here that we can plant in. So we are going to start seeds. Today is March the 30th. We're going to start our seeds probably this Saturday, and then hopefully that'll give me hopefully 2 weeks before I need to get them in the ground, and hopefully in 2 weeks I can get this area ready. So that's what I'm going to be doing coming up here shortly, as well as continuing. You saw that big pile of sticks and branches and those tree trunks that I got to get moved out of the way for the house. So we've got some things. We're starting to get back in the swing of things as far as working on this place, but I am still really hitting the overtime hard, and will be for the next 2 months. And then hopefully by the grace of God, we'll be where we need to be for building our house. And then it'll just be like, well, then I can start to take a few extra days off here and there and start getting back to, you know, doing projects around here and really working on improving the garden area and fine-tuning the cleanup around here where the house is going to go. It's going to be beautiful. It's not going to be ginormously huge, but it's definitely much bigger than our last house. But you know, we got 4 kids. We wanted everyone to have their own room. That was important to us. And we wanted a really big living room and kitchen so we can have family and friends over. And so we did it. We're doing it. So here we go, guys. Buckle up. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications so you get notified when we put up new videos. All right, guys, we love you, and we've missed you. Thank you for everyone that's been commenting and checking in on us and hoping that, asking if we're okay and hoping that we're okay and praying for us. We appreciate it. Your prayers are being answered, as is ours, and good things have been happening, but even greater things are about to start happening. All right, guys, we'll see you again real soon. We love you. God bless you. Bye-bye.